had to put this Mr. Buddy heater on. Because I tried to sleep through the night without using it, but it's freezing in here. So I just had my first night's sleep in the cabin. And when I tell you, it was terrible, but terrible just because of how cold it is. Now, obviously it's not insulated yet. So I do know that I have to get it insulated. But obviously when I was in here in the daytime, it was kind of misleading because I'm like, yeah, it's not insulated, but it was real cold out in the daytime. Wind was blowing crazy. But when I was in here, it felt pretty comfortable temperature in here. So I was like, okay, I know it is going to still get cooler for the nighttime because the temperature drops so much in the desert. But I wasn't expecting it to get that cold out here where it feels like I'm like outside. As you can see, I'm inside right now. That is my breath that you can see. And what's crazy is this trash heater here, the Mr. Buddy small heater, this heater is trash. I bought this heater. It's supposed to be indoor safe and everything. So at first I didn't hook up a heater yesterday, last night, because I'm like, okay, I want to try to save it for the nights it's like really, really cold. About 12 o'clock, I had woke up out of my sleep. It was freezing by that time. I was like, I got to pull out this heater. I pulled out the heater. When you're standing right in front of it, the heat feels great, feels amazing. But it's like the heat only goes up, and unless you put your hand in front of it or whatever, that's when you can really feel it, when you're standing right in front of it or like hovering over it. Me putting it, I had it sitting on a chair next to the bed. I would have to put my hands out and just put it in front of the heater to try to warm up a little bit while I was sleeping. It was not warming me up at all. It was like I didn't have it on. Now, granted, that's a small heater. I'm not expecting it to heat up this whole tiny cabin, but I was expecting it to heat me up, being right on me, and at least the little area that I'm in be heated up from it. It felt like it wasn't on at all. Still feels like it's not on right now. I can't tell the heater is on. I literally have to go walk in front of it and stand in front of it. And it only lasts on the propane tank that it's on for up to 6 hours, I believe. So you literally have to, you got to kind of pick and choose when you use it because it's not going to last you a whole 8 hours of sleep. So, yeah, that's trash. I'm going to have to look into a different heater situation. I'm going to have to look into like a heated blanket. And of course, trying to order my insulation sooner than later so I can at least start getting some of the insulation down here and whatever extra that I can put on the roof. But yeah, it was a terrible night's sleep. Like it was so cold, like my feet feels freezing, to the point I'm probably about to look and see if I can grab a hotel again, because my goal is to just rough it out in here. Because in that way, it'll push me to get stuff done faster. Because if I'm living in it, it'll be like, every day you see what needs to be done. So it's like, as I get paid, my next checks and everything, I can right away get the insulation, get this, get that. So if I'm staying in it at the same time, I feel like it'll push me to do stuff faster. So that's why I was just like, well, let's go ahead and get in and get stuff done. However, when I say that was like really bad last night, how cold it was, I'm not even exaggerating to y'all. Like I can see my breath. I mean, it says the weather is 29 degrees. So I'm sure it's not exactly 29 in here, but it feels like I'm outside. So that's not good. That's not healthy to sleep that cold. And like I said, even with the heater, if the heater actually heated me up fine, then I'd have been, good. But the heater didn't do anything. So I'll probably look into a heated blanket, see if there's a different type of heater that's a little better. But I know the biggest thing is getting insulation started, and that'll be the biggest thing that'll be helpful with keeping some of the cold out. So I'll let y'all know how I go, but I am going to be trying to look into some other options. As far as if I can stay here the next couple of nights like this, or if I need to try to grab a Airbnb or hotel or something for at least a few nights until I figure out getting this stuff in here before trying to sleep in here at night, because it was bad. But I'll keep y'all posted. Peace. When I was telling y'all about how cold it was, I forgot to give y'all an example in case you think I'm over exaggerating of how cold it is. This is the propane heater that's on. This is the heater that's on. This is the propane tank that the heat is coming from. Do you see the ice that's on the propane tank? That's supposed to be heating me. Do you see how cold this is? That's supposed to be heating me. So I just wanted to give y'all an example of how cold it is in here. I'm not exaggerating. It's probably like 29 degrees in here. Crazy. All right, peace. Won't catch me slipping tonight like I was last night. Found my face mask. Got my hoodie on too. Found my gloves. Got 2 pair of socks on. Got the heater. Got the heater right there. I ain't turned it on yet, but it only lasts for a couple hours, so I'll turn it on at like 12. But you won't catch me slipping tonight. I did put in the order for, and thank you, Auntie, for my insulation. So I should have insulation coming tomorrow. And then I'll get started on insulating in here, like right away. And I got a sleeping bag coming in 2 days that I'll be able to use too to help it make it better. So it's still about to be freezing tonight, but I am a little bit more prepared. All right, won't catch me slipping tonight, God willing.